Terve! Welcome to assembly videos. I have bought these generic handles for the brakes and clutch, but unfortunately I'm not sure if these are going to be good match or not. It sure looks a little bit different. Yeah, I think that we don't have any luck here. We still have the original ones we can use, so now I need to decide, like, do I want to paint this? And what will that mean? It's not that ugly, it's only a little bit dirty. This sure needs some love. If you're wondering what is this, it's like this brush bit for the drill. It came with plastic ones and the brass ones, and there was all kinds of thingies, and it wasn't so expensive. From eBay you can find it. I will use the weeding board to do some cleaning for the brake hose. The spring is there because of the bending. When you bend this, it cannot crack when there is this spring over the hose. Yeah, to get these blinkers working, which are attached to the handlebars, I need to do some holes here. So let's see how that goes. Yes. Now I need to install the cables from the blinker inside the tube or the handlebar, and there is hole for the wires to come out. So now I need to figure out how to get the wires in here and out there. Let's use this wire to create some kind of puller, or what should it be called? Let's call it wire puller. So we twiggle it in from here, and it should be coming out from the hole. There it is. Come on now. Yeah, like so. And now I need to attach these here, so I can pull them out from the hole. Like this. I just twist them around here. Now I need to add some tape here, so it will be smooth operator. Ah! Don't go there. Älä lähde sinne. It's Finnish ice hockey saying. Right now we should be able to get those cables out from the correct hole. Yes, sir. So now I need to figure out how to make this tight enough to not to come out of there. I believe that when you tighten this knot, it will be tightened here too. So when we tighten the bolt, the rubber will expand and yes. Alright, I think that's good enough. Oh, I by the way need to have it out. Yeah, that's tough enough. But how I'm going to get the let's do it all again, because this was supposed to be in there before the goddammit wire. There is much more bigger problems in this world, so let's just do this again. There's that now. Next we push the cable in. Probably something like this. It has to be like this. Then we put the upper thingy here. Oh, there is the cable. How I'm going to get the cable out of there? So this should be like, let's see, like there. Then we need to have a hole right next to that, so I should be having a hole there to get the cable running out. Now the gas side is finished, I think. The cable came out from another hole I drilled into this cover, so it's coming out now from the correct place, so we can attach it to the original cables and make it run along the big guy here. Blinker is on, gas works, and next I'm gonna do the other side. Happened off camera. I was watching these old parts I put on the handlebars, and all I was able to think about was that should I paint those or not. So I did paint these. I did paint all the metal bits of the handlebars, but when I put the painted front brake caliper aside with the old plastic switch, this one started to look like as awful as this looked before I painted it. So now I'm going to paint also these plastic things. Because of that I will lose these texts which are already lost mostly, but I thought that I would prime these, then paint this black, and when the black paint is complete I would like to try to draw something to indicate the switch functions. Alright, time to be creative. So, let's go with left signal. I don't want to do it. It's ugly a little bit just. Then another one. So this is our epic iconographics here. So here we have a couple of these painted switch covers and the levers as well. So I did paint these also with the baby blue golden, and let's go with this one. The switch covers are ugly as last time we saw those. But now we need to put these things back together and install these on the handlebars. How is this switch working, by the way? There is the switch for the brake light, this one, and it's going that way and this way, and there is no spring or anything. And the lever, we have this kind of hole there. So I think I need to catch the plastic thing between the gap there, so it will move the thing around when I'm braking, so it will do the switching, I guess. That's not going to work. The switch cable is like hanging with 2 threads of copper wire there, so need to take this off and fix the cable as well. Difficult way to say that I broke that cable. So here you can see it might actually work. There is a couple of wires broken, but most of it seems to be there, so I think that we can go with this. We cannot put it backwards in because this is different in other way. But it's signaling whenever the brake is not on. That would be great. Nobody wouldn't understand it though. Maybe I put the lever on first and then to wiggle the cable in. Now we can probably also see how this switch is supposed to be working. So now when we look underneath it, we can actually see how the switch is supposed to be working. So the hole is moving along this line, and that should mean that if I drop this little guy here, and now when we move this brake, it will contact these copper conductors inside of there. So I believe the one, I don't need to believe anything, I can see it from here. So whenever these 2 coppers are contacting each other, it will light the fire. No, it will put the brake lights on. I think that it should be like this way. But we can test if it works. I believe we have a general electricity tester, so let's practice how it should be used. So I would like to know whenever the light goes on and off. And we now know that the sliding thing will go there back and forth when pressing this one, so it should be like switching on and off. Battery will push some electricity to one of these wires. It will go here, and whenever you are not pressing the lever, it won't go back from another cable. So the electricity breaks here. There is also a possibility that we are controlling the ground, which is the negative side of the battery and not the electricity, but try to bear with me because I'm not an expert on this electricity stuff either. So this is just cutting off the power supply for the brake light. So on, off should be that one. And how to test it? We can use the ohm meter here. Ohm is measuring the resistance of two things. So if there is no resistance, it should say 0. And if we put these two together, there should not be any resistance, it's 0. And if we check this guy here, it's 0, because this is conducting very well. There is no resistance. But yeah, you got the point. Whenever these two wires touch together, we should have 0. And if there is something else, like in number wise, it means that it's not contacting very well. Single line means that this is open, the line, it doesn't touch anywhere. So 0 we are looking for. And now if this is working, and we should have one line there because it should not be touching anywhere. The wires is now in and it's not giving us anything, so the line is open. There is something that does not contact these two ones. And now when I press the lever, it should turn into some sort of number or the 0. And we are looking for the 0 because if there is something else than this one, which means there is some numbers, it just tells us that there is some resistance, and that's not good because we want to have it in 0. So let's see, how can I do this without hands? Is it possible to do like this? Whoa! We have 0. Open circuit. 0. So that means that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and the switch is working and the cables are fine. The switches came out pretty good. It's a little bit too glossy because I had glossy lacquer and not the semi-gloss lacquer I would like to have, but we needed to have the lacquer on the top of the paint because we want these awesome graphics to be there in next year as well. So I don't know if this is interesting or not, but I managed to broke the switch by not knowing how to take that off. This one had like 2 extensions there, which is now white because it's broken, and the extensions should slide under the other one thing like this, and that's how it like stays there and doesn't come off if you put it this way. But unfortunately I didn't know that, and I used the force. This is not the switch you're looking for. And broke the thing, so I think that I have a couple of options to get this back up together. Drill a small hole here and put a small screw there to hold it together, or I can put this on here and then try to apply some glue inside of the smaller hole there and then push this on and hope that it won't be too much glue that this still moves. Let's go with Loctite super glue precision, because precision is something that we need right now. Let's see how precision this is. Let's go test drive here. Yep, it's coming out from there. There's the glue now. There's the glue now. Then we go together. All together right now. In sweet harmony, let's come together right now. Then we move it a little bit so we make sure that it still moves. I apply a pressure for it a couple of minutes so it sticks together. I go and bring this inside. There's really cold and lots of humidity here. You can probably see the humidity because I have the meter there. That's basically me breathing and working underwater. Alright, it's now glued together. It was a little bit glued together in that way also, but managed to snap it out of there. But I think that I will first put everything back together before testing that out too much, so it has the correct pressure from inside and doesn't like fall apart in first seconds. So let's go with that one. The other one came out pretty okay. I think that this was actually pretty hard to get this button aligned correctly because there was all kind of springs and balls yet again, but the blinkers feels okay. This works as well. It's a little bit on a stiff side and there should be like the middle position as well, but hey, I don't know. So let's put this back together next. When I was visiting Thailand, I bought these awesome snake skins and thought that I could hide something inside here. So how about this? Would be great. And also I can hide the new new blinker cable inside there too. So